Right, I'm going to try and keep this lump in the back of my throat down anyway. So, right, this my best mate that died in Afghan, 2010. Zach, he got shot when we were in Afghanistan. And I've kept in touch with his mum ever since. And he's been only child. So I keep in touch with her all the time, FaceTime, speak on the phone, whatever. And last time I went down there, it must have been about 4 years ago on Remembrance Day. And she's coming up here, and she's going to stay in here tomorrow with our new bloke. So this picture was what, 4 years ago, that. In Zach's room in the barracks, Zach had that on his wall. And with the Marilyn Monroe thing as well, canvas. On the back, he's got in his handwriting his name and number, but you had to write everything on. So she gave us that 4 years ago, and I have it at the back of my bed all the time. So this picture is when we come back from Afghanistan. That was the first do we had. First mess do we had, and everyone was got together. So that's every single one of his mates there from his company or battery, whatever. That's my berry. I'm just putting it on there, so I'll be wearing it tomorrow night. There's a badge here with Royal Artillery on it. That's what Zach was, and not me at the time. This here, I've had this for ages, and it's obviously for a woman. So I'm gonna give her this tomorrow. If she hasn't got out like that, it's nice to have for Remembrance Day. So these pictures here, these ones, that's all. Me and I was explaining the t-shirt first. So the t-shirt is we went on holiday. Me, Zach, and another lad, Aaron. People used to call us the Three Musketeers, man. We were inseparable, and inseparable at one point. And then you got other lads coming in like Lozzie and all that, and brilliant lads. Spot on, we had a right bunch. All proper close together, all close mates. And so I got these t-shirts made for her. They didn't know I got them made. So I was number 1, Zanti. It's got Scotties on tour on the other side. Even though there was only 3 were. Aaron was number 2 and Zach was number 3. If I can remember rightly. So Zach one day, this photo. Zach one day, we got pissed as out, yeah, steaming, and there's an old woman there and an old man. I made him wear my Newcastle top all day. He wanted a sunbathe, but he wasn't. He was wearing my Newcastle top. And Zach was out cold, Sparko, and she was tucking him in and all that, making sure he was all right all day. These photos, yeah, that's me. That's Aaron. So one night we all lost each other. And I went down to the beach, walked down to the beach, and I seen Aaron down there. I'm like, where the fuck's that? Like, where's he? God knows. He just appeared from nowhere. I ended up miles and miles away. I tried to pinch his scooter to drive back. I didn't realise how far I was away. I ended up in someone's mansion's back garden, like a golf course thing. Fucking wow. Just a poppy on there, just obviously. You just all know what poppies are for. But in this here now, so I've rosy beads there. I've just put them there. She can take them with her when she goes back home. So this is what you get. So when someone dies in Afghanistan, in Camp Bastion, they'll do like a repad. So they'll do like a parade, full parade. Whoever's in Bastion at the time, they flew me. They got me. The centre. We didn't know for days and days. We knew someone died from the regiment, but we didn't know for days and days because all the phones was off. All the phones go off, sat phones go off. You can't ring England in case other people their mum and dads find out before them. So, yeah, it came over the radio that my commander, he told me, he says, get your stuff ready, there's a helicopter coming, he's going to bring you back to Bastion. So a helicopter flew out to me, picked us up, flew us back to Camp Bastion, flew out to Aaron, picked him up back to Bastion, Lozzie as well, and his Zach's team he was actually with at the time. Zach got shot by a sniper under the abdomen, and he was killed in action on the way back to Camp Bastion. So we've done a parade, we've done all this inside. That's him on top, and at the same time there was 2 Marines underneath. 2 Marines died at the same time, in it from a different AO. to all that on there, and I've done a reading for that. I'd love to know where the paperwork was for it, but I've moved about that much over the years. I just, like, I had Stoke flag, like I had in Afghan, that one of my officers let us take, and you shouldn't have took out my stuff, but I took the flag. I'm praying, I think I know where it is, I'm praying it's there. So, yeah, and then what happened was, all of us that got sent back in, we went up to this morgue thing. Zach was in the coffin with a Union Jack flag draped over him. We all stood now round and the priest was reading the thingy. It was fucking, it was brutal, honest to God, man. I've never experienced anything like it in my life. And then, next day, we're all sure that he's coughing. Walked him down the runway in Camp Bastion and sent him back to the UK to his mum. And then we got on the flight after that. But it's moments I'll never ever forget, and I hope she appreciates this. I know she will. Zach had one fight for the army, boxing fight for the army, and he had a tune, Kasabian Fire, and I'm gonna have that tomorrow night.